everybody again.
And it's called for the third time. We just gonna end it now. Let's go. What's up? Gonna end it.
All right. So where I left off was that I realized that he had needs that needed to be met. His tour in Fallujah was quite some time, and so I couldn't give him what he needed. So it was only fair that I say, okay, here is the space you need to do what you got to do. And he was like, why, you met someone? And I was like, no, I haven't met anyone, but you know, I think that it'd be fair for you so that if you blow off some steam, you won't feel guilty about it. And that's not what I need right now. I just want you to be okay. And when you come back, we'll assess whatever we need to assess. And so he did. He shared her name with me. We used to talk about her. I named her. Because everyone gets a name. And, it was what it was. So I happened to meet someone, and we were just friends. And he expressed a liking, and I happened to fall for him as well. But during that whole entire relationship, he was just like insecure. Okay. And it didn't help that all his friends and everyone around him were like, oh, you can't be with a girl like me because, oh, she's like, she's too much for you. She's too much above you. Like, she's too hot to be with you. Like, you're not like on her level. And I had a lot of male friends, and he just was insecure. Period. But I cared about him. I cared for him very deeply. And he was important to me, but he couldn't stand the heat in the kitchen. And I'm sorry, but it's not going to work out. So he disqualified himself way before the boyfriend, the military man, was coming back from his tour. And that was his final tour. And when he returned, we tried to see what's what, and we happened to grow apart. So that's my scenario, like my experience. But there are so many other military women who go through different things. And also another reason why we weren't on the same page is because when he came back, he was in a whole new headspace. We weren't really connecting, no matter how hard I tried. We weren't connecting. And I knew that he needed the space to rediscover himself and figure out who he was. So I was able to give him that. And now we're cool. He's married with a kid, and everyone's moved on in life. And I've moved on, found new love, and that is what it is. But, I know that my situation is the good one. I had like the fairer side, a nice deck of cards. Many military people don't have that. Those relationships don't necessarily end so pretty. And so on. Because a lot of the times, the men come back, they don't want to, go to therapy. They don't feel like they need help. I know because my brother does not think he needs help. He doesn't go to therapy. He feels like he has figured out a way to manage his issues. And sometimes he's right, and other times, I can tell him, motherfucker, you need to see a fucking therapist. But that's my brother, and I love him. I can say whatever the fuck I want to him. But I commend his wife very much. Though we are not the best of friends, I do commend her as a woman to have endured all that she has been able to endure.
So now, his wife, right? She kind of, she wasn't, because this is a yes or no question. She wasn't there.
No, right. She came in at the
only
end.
Experiencing, right, the second part. She didn't get to experience letting him go.
No, she wasn't in the picture. She didn't meet him until after, like 2 years after he came back.
not saying it's not stressful. Of course, like we said, we commend you, we commend them, but it's even more of a burden when you had to let them go and you actually maintained your love for that person. You didn't seek other love, right? So that's, just painful within itself. Loving someone that you can't even touch, feel, see, really hear, and talk to all the
How do you
time.
think people do long distance relationships? What are you talking
Hold on,
about?
hold on. That's different because they know their person is coming back in one piece. That's different. Hold on. So that's already strangeness within itself. Now coming back and you guys do try to work it out and you do work it out, that's just even more stressful because he's not the same person you once fell in love with. So it's like you're missing that person. You have to deal with this person versus she's only met this one guy. She probably didn't
So
know how
here's
he
the
was.
thing. So women who have partners who go to war, they have support groups and therapists and all that. Um, there was a group for like wartime moms that mommy was part of. Um, yes, I call my mother mommy. She's my mommy. Anyway, but yeah, so there are definitely support groups. So you have an idea of what to expect when your man returns. You're not left in the dark alone. Of course, the reality is reality, but you have some sort of idea. So it's not all darkness where you're going through this by yourself and you didn't know that he would come back acting this way and he's having night terrors and stuff like that and you're just like so lost. You know this is what you should expect because they tell you. And for those who have more experience in this, please hit us up in the comments. Let us know what your experiences have been. This is all a learning experience for all of us. And like, share, and subscribe. And please let us know. Comment below. We want to hear from you. But yeah, so you're not alone in this. You have
Sorry, so in this scenario again, if it, again, so if I had this third option to now meet somebody who came back from war, then I would more so be willing to build that relationship with you as opposed to again letting you go. So my options vary. Like I said, for those who are just tuning in, you didn't get to watch part one and part two, I mean, obviously suggest you do so before you watch this one. Like, stop the video now so you can know what we're talking about. But if you refuse to, just a quick recap because I'm not like giving you a whole summary. Go do your work. Pretty much, I'm saying if I know someone who I love and vice versa, they love me, is about to go off to war, I would rather just end it so that neither of us have to kind of go through that, just that longing for each other and knowing that you're going to come back not the same. I have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. That's my point of view. Doc's point of view is still going through quote unquote the relationship. On her end, she's finding another love while you're out there on war, but she told you that she still loves you. You don't know about that other love because she wants to help you maintain that hope, knowing that you have somebody to come back to. And when you do come back home, she'll break it off with you after a few weeks and go back to her man who she found. I'm saying it's kind of like the same thing. We're doing the same thing, but we're going about it a different way. But I would rather meet someone I didn't know you prior to going to war. And I would rather take that responsibility on. That's what I would choose that option if anything. Yeah, so I'm really, really done, Doc. Like, I am done. Parts 1, 2, and 3 out, if you saw it, you would be as done. If you were invested in leaving comments and really there with us. I'm done. I'm done with you, Doc, for the night. I am done. Going to bed.
Well, I mean, I think we have said what needs to be said. Absolutely. I think in the future, when we revisit this, I would absolutely love to have actual military personnel, veteran, military wife, lover, girlfriend, side chick, whoever, also be part of the conversation. Yeah, definitely. So don't forget to join the family, guys. Dysfunctional discussions. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit us up in the comments. We want to know what you think. Though we are not at war, there are definitely people who are currently deployed. So I want to leave everyone with a number. Military family support. So this gives you information on topics such as parenting, childcare, education, relocation, financial and legal matters, emotional issues, well-being, grief, loss, addiction, deployment, and reunion issues. The number is 1-800-342-9647, and it will give you confidential, compassionate support.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Doc. Beautiful.
So until next time.
Don't be ashamed, man. Get help. We all could use it. Like literally, we all could use it. We all need help.
She needs help.
So, call that number, y'all. But until next time, I'm outie, man.
Bye, guys.